Welcome to a new episode of Books in 140 Seconds. Today we are discussing...
Not this book!
No. We're discussing Jessica Grant's other book.
But her book,
Making Light of Tragedy, which book cover is so bad we didn't want to show it to you. I actually had it late to the library. I owed like $5 in late fees. But she's great, and this book is great, and her other book, the book we're talking today, is also great. It's a collection of short stories from 2004, and if you liked Come Thou Tortoise, Jessica Grant's quirky voice is definitely apparent and is emerging in her debut collection, is it, I believe?
Her debut collection, but you're going to find a lot more range in the short story collection than you do in the novel. I kind of expected to find just a whole bunch of Audrey Flowers characters, these kind of neurotic outsiders with their own little packages.
Neurotic outsiders.
They are neurotic outsiders.
But there's a little bit more range. There is a ski jumper who never comes down. There is a rock climber. There is a cross-dressing historical figure. Two. There are two. They're both great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is an author who is probably Jessica Grant herself, who's very neurotic and has an awkward dinner at Dean's house.
But also just some like everyday people, some like really nervous, awkward roofers who just really want to meet a nice girl.
And the roofers are cute.
And they're and she often experiments with perspective within a few of her stories, which I think some of the most successful ones are actually where she kind of just kaleidoscopes out a little bit from whatever's happening there.
Mm-hmm. And what I love the most about Jessica Grant, it's like quirkiness, bam, super profound, poignant, funny insight that changes the entire story. It changes my perspective as a reader. And she's really good at that. And she's really good at trying new things and throwing new ideas out there.
Absolutely.
And mixing it up. And it's a lot of fun. There's a whole montage about Sims game, which at first you just think is this quirky light thing, and then she turns it into this meditation on reality and gaming and being an author and putting yourself out there.
It's fairly fearless for a first collection. She's willing to try it all. Some of it, I think, is more successful than the other stuff, for sure.
It is uneven, I will say that, but I really appreciate it as a debut collection, as an author who's putting themselves out there, as an author who's trying new things.
And I took something away from every story. There was no story that didn't have a really resonant image or a really something that made me smile or something that I found really interesting and engaging. So ultimately, it's like the ski jumper in the first story.
It is.
You just lift off. You lift off, and you don't come down.
Didn't use that joke in your other review.
Shit.